And hello there, my dear friends, how are you today? My name is Ivan and welcome to another video with article news. And now we are going back in quote-unquote Middle Earth. Of course, this has nothing to do with Lord of the Rings and Middle Earth, but nevertheless, because they are promoting so much themselves and they think they are doing a good job, we will cover this article also. So yeah, let's go. Sauron future in Númenor teased by Rings of Power star after acquiring the Rings of Men in season 2 finale. What I want to say, as you know, as I said moments ago, this has nothing to do with Lord of the Rings or Tolkien. How to say, legacy, legendarium books, whatever you want to call it. And if you remember, actually, how to say, setup of making the rings is totally out of order. And regarding Balrog, he shouldn't be awakened until the third age. So that is two things. They are, how to say, very important here. And of course the wizards, or Istari, of course Gandalf and other four Istari should not be in the Middle Earth at all. They arrive after War of the Last Alliance as five Istari, how to say, to be let us say, how to ensure that peace will be in Middle Earth and to take watch over Mordor and possibly Sauron's return, or maybe Morgoth's return, who knows. But how to say, whatever the case, wizards are not in Middle Earth until the third age. And regarding Sauron, how to say, this dude who plays him, what I mean, there are few, how to say, actors in this crap that actually, you know, they can act, but how to say, wrong roles. That is my opinion only. And to see Sauron, let's say, quote unquote Sauron, I will call him Halbrand, cries. I mean, that is such a, I mean, I can't really spoke enough what BS that is, but nevertheless, let's go. After Sauron, let's see what we actually they wrote. Lucas Shio. I would just say before we actually go to this article that Sauron was actually intentionally, how to say, willing to be imprisoned by Númenorians. He was never in Númenor until he was, let us say, captured, quote unquote captured. He never met Galadriel. What he never has done. I can't remember, but lots of things that he did in this crap, he didn't do in reality. And of course others never existed, let us say, and of course he was never in love with Galadriel, and I mean 90% or maybe more never happened. So this is all for, let's say, new quote unquote modern audiences out there who will watch this. This has nothing to do with Tolkien and Lord of the Rings, and of course, as a word or hearing, nothing to do with lore and Tolkien writings. After Sauron acquired a new tool in Rings of Power, the show stars expect to see him make life worse for the people in Middle-earth. Yeah, I just forgot to say that he was actually willingly be captured by Ar-Pharazôn, of course, long before War of the Last Alliance, and he was there. I don't know how many years. I cannot remember every detail, but he was there in Númenor as a prisoner on the beginning, and after that, because he was a Maiar, he's starting to be, how to say, more and more closer to King's, let me say, King's seat or advisor of Ar-Pharazôn, and slowly but surely corrupted the entire island, and that's why, how to say, Iluvatar sank the Númenor with a few, how to say, remained alive, as let's say Elendil, Isildur, not this Isildur in this show, but real Isildur and real Elendil. Actually, for me, Elendil, that dude who played Elendil, actually, have a potential to be like Elendil, but script ruined it all. So, as I said, couple of good actors in this crap, certainly not girl boss, and 80% of them are, not, let's say, not deserve to be in movie industry at all. But today is all about messaging and politics and the AI, of course, right? So let me read this. After Sauron acquired a new tool in Rings of Power, the show stars expect to see him make life worse for people in Middle-earth ahead of the Rings of Power Season 3. Sauron has already gained the 9 Rings of Man, leaving him with immense power. And just to ask you something, guys, if actually someone of you watched, what is the difference between those rings that Grandma Brimbor created for him and One Ring? As you saw, rings that Grandma Brimbor created, either for dwarves or for elves or for men, who cares? They can make you disappear and everything else. So what is the purpose of the One Ring then? Let's see. With Sauron, with Halbrand expected to dominate the coming episodes, the main cast members, including Disgraceful Person and Charlie Vickers, Halbrand, are returning for the next season. The question remains, however, about what Sauron will do with his renewed influence. In an interview with Screen Rant's, Grant Herons, Vickers, and Disgraceful Person explained where the cunning villain might go from here. After acquiring immense power, Halbrand expects to see him emboldened after failing to sway Disgraceful Person to his side, while Disgraceful Person expects to see him continue to push boundaries. Check out each of their responses below. Halbrand, I think he will be more emboldened, I think, in the sense that he's getting close, for what I have no idea. If you look at his power on the chart, he's getting closer and closer to being at his peak power. I think we could get a form or a version of Sauron where he is Sauron terrible, like he is at most mightily externally at least. Because I don't know, Tolkien wasn't very specific about the form that he took when he went to Númenor. But my good, those guys even read the books. Are you people read the books at all, man? But there is a whole bunch of philosophical stuff there interpreted between him and Farazan. But I think that is a bit further down the line in terms of our show. I think he is on vendetta against elves. What kind of vendetta? What else did to him in the Sheets of Power? Nothing. Regarding how Tolkien didn't describe Sauron when he didn't went to Númenor, he was prisoned by Ar-Pharazôn, and he was look like Anatar, a lord of gifts. That is how to say, something that you not definitely. So I don't believe how those guys have no clue of what they're talking about, and they're playing their roles. I mean, disgraceful, man. Disgraceful Person, and he hates boundaries, so he'll continue to push them. Halbrand, yes, exactly. He is a bit forward-thinking. He's a bit ahead of his time. My goodness, man. Let's see. Halbrand is primary antagonist of the show and season. I can't believe it. Isn't a Disgraceful Person? And season 3 should see him further execute his plan. In the Rings of Power Season 2 ending, Galadriel is injured, well, because she's fall from 100 feet and stay alive, which is actually once again a disgrace, man. I mean, who can watch this thing anymore? Just tell me, man. Of course, for us YouTubers and content creators, we'll be more than happy to watch those I don't know what to call it, stupidity, for the fans to more and more how to say, butchering them who are butchering the lore intensely. But you know, so many impossible things happened. Let me say that first the Black Elf, actually he was killed by that how to say, imaginary character, and you just see him in the next scene, let's say after a couple of scenes you see him, you know, he's normal, he fight again and everything else. I mean, unbelievable, man, unbelievable. The Balrog is set to return, and Sauron is likely to create an Nazgul. Even Eregion has been destroyed, forcing the elves to retreat to the valley that will become Rivendell. And of course, you see they are talking nothing about Lorien. So where is Celeborn?
For every mystery, there is someone somewhere who knows the truth. Perhaps that someone was watching.
Have you seen this elf?
It is a low point for Middle Earth, though the stranger has finally revealed himself as Grandma Gandalf, or no Gandalf. Knowing Sauron's nature, Crusader Chronicles will only continue to escalate in coming seasons. My goodness, they will actually creating more seasons. Rings of Power has already crunched Lord of the Rings timeline, so anything from any point in the timeline can happen. Well, Rings of Power have already so much destroyed canon and destroyed Tolkien's works that anything can happen. You're right. Rings of Power is meant to be structured into 5 seasons, so it's unlikely that season 3 will bring a happy ending for Middle Earth. The Kingdom of Númenor will likely become increasingly involved in the affairs of the elves. I don't know how. Which will only encourage Sauron to bring about its downfall. That will be a fascinating arc if depicted faithfully. Really, which should be only make show more compelling. If Sauron destroys Númenor, then Middle Earth will reach its darkest point yet. Well, who is this dude, man? If this guy actually read the books or movies or whatever, Lucas Shayo, bro, you have no clue what you're talking about. Absolutely no clue. Sauron didn't destroy Númenor, man. Elves didn't ever go to Númenor. So I have no idea what this, how to say, dude's talking about. Of course, elves are trading with Númenorians, you know, when Númenorians were on the peak of their power. Maybe some elves were been there on the beginning. But the disgraceful person, at least she wasn't be there at all. So Halbrand has already achieved a great victory and is poised to see even more success. Just Vickers alluded to, the villain is not yet at his peak as at his power. He is a Maiar. He is on the power as soon as he was, let's say, created. So it will be some time before he reaches that point, which will see him devastating, how to say, disgraceful person and the elves. Yeah, actually he killed a disgraceful person, but she is only injured. So, one more reason why people should not watch this shit, man. He will eventually be defeated as Lord of the Rings showed his fateful return, but it will bring dark times for the elves and men. Sauron has only been the most compelling the Rings of Power character, and every passing season should have more. And every passing season should show more of what makes him so brilliant. I don't know what you are talking about. Let me see there. Lucas Kyle, that is the same dumbass. I love seeing strong villains. I don't know how he's strong. Every depict of him in Prime Video or Amazon is totally, man, out of place. That this is. I mean, so I was drawn to show out an interest in what Halbrand would do. Season 2 has seen him making much more obvious moves, which just makes the show more fun. I am thrilled to see his next move. What about you? I'm thrilled to see you're getting fired, and you know, I don't know how to say, to see rage of the fans. So much rage that let's say people from Amazon and Bezos stop on this project. So that is only my opinion, my friends. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Halbrand's role as Sauron, and what you think about Sheets of Power at all. Until the next video, which will be most likely American Truck Simulator.
Behold, the Lord of Destruction!